The Canon G7X Mark III is a tiny point-and-shoot camera that shoots 20 megapixel raw images with a focal length of 24 to 100 millimeters at f1.8 to 2.8. Does that make this camera the best point-and-shoot that money can buy? Well, today we're going to be taking this camera right here to a small theme park and seeing if the results can speak for themselves. So with that being said, welcome to Killer Entertainment, and this is Into the Lens. Alright, so we are back now. I've finished editing all the photos and I have to say this is probably the most fun I have had in a long time taking photos. This camera is so much fun. Let's talk about my experience with it. So first of all, the body, it's small, it's light, very tactile, a lot more tactile than I thought it was. This ring, very, very satisfying. It has a swivel screen. I never used it that often. I did use it as a waist level viewfinder, sort of like that. And that did come in handy, especially for street photos, street photography. This always comes in handy to draw less attention to yourself. Or maybe it draws more attention to yourself. On top of that, the screen is very bright. It was a super bright day, and I had no issues seeing this screen. So very, very good screen. They've made this camera very easy to use. Straight from the get-go, I already knew how to use the camera just by turning it on, because on the, where it shows your shutter speed and your f-stop, it shows a little symbols of how to change them. So it has a little symbol of a ring. So this right here changes the f-stop. And then it also has another different ring, but that's this ring at the front. That changes the shutter speed. Just by having those small little symbols next to each other made it so much easier to get used to the camera. So that made the experience so much better. I didn't have to waste time trying to figure out how to use it. let's talk about the photos. But there isn't much to talk about the photos because there is really nothing wrong with them. Like, it's Canon, so, you know, the colors are amazing. The sharpness is great. The dynamic range is great. The raw images had so much detail in them. Yeah, like, the photos are just fine. I really have nothing to say. I'm definitely going to be using this camera as my B cam or my secondary camera. Whenever I don't want to take the A7 IV, I'm just going to be taking this, especially because I don't need a bag. I can just put this in my pocket, and whenever I see something I want to take a photo of, I have no problems with thinking that this isn't going to, you know, take a good photo. This is definitely perfect for those situations, perfect for traveling, perfect for hobbyists, even for a professional. You know, I think this is actually really great. Professional photographers, you know, have so much gear. Sometimes it's nice to downsize when you're going out and carry something small that can still get amazing professional results like this. So yeah, that's all I can really say. This is the best point and shoot camera I've used, definitely the best one that I've used in this series. So with that being said, make sure you like this video if you did indeed like it, subscribe for more, and I will see you in the next episode of Into the Lens.